This is a certified hood classic.
Well, what do you say we get thrown out of an Applebee's?
I've got balls of steel.
All rise, order, and record. It is Florida Friday, and you are right. Coordinate Florida always delivers and never lets us down. There's no doubt about that.
Is this guy my brother? I think this guy could be my brother.
Look at that smile after you just called him your brother.
He's got a devilishly handsome face, excellent facial hair.
Yeah.
Oh my God, KCC, isn't this like the second or third stream we've done where she's bragged about this date?
Yeah.
He must be hung like a horse.
Got it.
So Fridays, we like to do something a little different. It's Florida Friday. It's Florida Friday for court now, and it's Florida Friday where we got to chase.
Love that.
And, there's a couple of different places we can watch first appearances. And this has got to be my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The podium up there with the lady with the laissez-faire attitude, the smirking guy that laughs at people, by the way. He literally will start laughing when they're giving their stupid story.
I love that. Another thing that I always loved about here is they asked a lot of intrusive questions, too, about jobs. What do you own? Do you have any boats? Do you have any motorcycles? Things like that. Always loved that.
So it's going to be a Florida Friday thing, I'm sure. Well, Leather Lashes, by the way, everybody was worried that she'd been kidnapped the other night during the live chase. They're like, Leather Lashes still alive?
They're missing you.
But it's good to see everybody. Glad everybody's here. I hope you're ready for the weekend. For God's sakes, I know we are.
I bet your brother here is a judge. I bet you he gets hurt doing nothing else.
He hurts himself all the time.
Kind of reading between the lines that this seems to be like I'm not saying an ex-girlfriend, current girlfriend, something, but there seems to be some water under the bridge that's probably going to go into getting this thing resolved. Okay. So keep that in mind, but still no contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party to the alleged victim. You understand that?
Understood.
Okay. That's the easiest and most likely only way that you can violate the terms of your release. So
welcome, Fire Cakes.
I get the court down.
I will make sure he understands exactly what no contact means. Thank you.
November 27th at 9:00 on the felonies.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, step to your right to the T.
Stay away from your ex-old girlfriend Mormons. Fire Cakes, glad you're here. Next.
Yep, step on
Simon, did you get in an accident?
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
State your name, sir.
And Brian Harris.
Mr. Harris, before the court on a failure to appear for a loitering and prowling charge that was originally in front of Judge.
Is it safe to say that the new boyfriend might be a dentist? Good for you, Leather.
I love it. Love is in the air, children.
That's
Love
right.
is in the air.
It's that time of year again.
Grammar. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Well, good morning.
All right, sir. You've indicated you're going to hire your own attorney to represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
I was hoping to get my lawyer. I was talking to my lawyer. I got to talk to anybody yet. I was hoping to be done with this.
Okay. Well, you can apply for a public defender if you.
state issue.
Have you had a public defender in the past?
A long time ago. I haven't been in trouble in a while.
Okay. Do you want a public defender on this?
Yes, sir. If I can get my attorney.
What?
By your attorney.
I just started a job like 2 days ago, and I was planning on hiring my attorney for $2,000, and that's why I'm indecisive right now, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep the job or not.
So do you think you're going to hire an attorney?
I don't think I can hire. I don't know if I can hire my attorney or not.
So obviously, this new job that this dude's doing is going real well.
You started it 2 days ago, and here you are already missing work because you're in the pokey.
But it's been a while, as he said. He'd been in trouble in a while.
It happens, though, to the best of us, he says.
I love the judge just kind of looks up and goes, okay.
Makes sense.
Baby.
glad to go with a public defender if I can.
Well, then we need you to fill out the paperwork so we can determine if you qualify. Ms. Fambro is going to give you a copy of the paperwork you need.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Fambro,
If we can get back on, if I can get back on probation, that'd be great.
For what?
it's a failure to appear, but Judge Grammer didn't put a bond on it, and I don't know his history. So I don't know.
Somewhere else, there was a marijuana possession of controlled substance in 22, locally meth, marijuana paraphernalia, loitering 22, 18 burglary times 2.
Ms. Fambro,
Yes, sir.
$1,000. Court date's October 20th at 8:30.
You did that on purpose.
She starts rattling off all these charges. He said,
Y'all didn't put it on my paperwork.
And he's just laughing. About
Who
it.
is y'all?
Well,
"Who's y'all?" She said.
You're right to the T.
since we're naming names, I'm blaming the clerk.
Oh, okay.
I'm blaming the clerk outright. Outright calling out names.
Baby, who you talking about? You ain't talking about me? What do you mean? Y'all forgot to put it up. Baby, I ain't had nothing to do with it. You best watch it, you sassy. You know what?
Nice.
I'm in a great mood, and I'm gonna tell you
Nice
after the
edit.
room, man. Oh my God.
Okay, good.
State your name.
Because I'm in a fabulous mood today.
I'm gonna make it
Good.
better. State your name.
Oh,
About to put it on.
Arias, before the court.
Is she flirting with him a little bit? Maybe. I kinda,
You know, she might want a little cream in her coffee. You never know, Creed. It's a
Right.
beautiful world out there nowadays.
It is. And in Florida, anything goes.
False ID to a law enforcement officer. Failure to pay fine for a no valid driver's license. You understand those charges, ma'am? I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true? Based on your application, I find you do qualify.
She's
I'm
soft
going to go ahead
spoken,
and
huh?
appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now.
Speak softly and don't pay your fines.
All right, ma'am. On the false ID to a law enforcement officer, bond's $1,000. Your court date is October the 20th. That's tomorrow at 8:30. On the failure to pay fine, you've been sentenced per capias by Judge Grammer to serve 10 days in the Bay County Jail, but you may purge out upon payment of $350. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, step to your right to the
Just
T.
need 350.
Scotty, are you solo today?
Yes, Your Honor.
First solo. No training wheels? Nobody's in there watching, making sure you don't mess anything up?
Oh, she must be new.
Mm, he knows his way with the women.
I see that. Whoa, Griffith!
We see him in forever.
Yes. It's good when it's been a long time.
It sure has. I remember
Why ain't he hitting on Griffith? Griffith's best looking woman in there.
Ain't his name Floyd or something like that?
I think it is, yes.
the last time you said that you gonna give me county days. But it's been years, so I've been doing good.
I'm glad. Well, you know what brings you here today? Charged with battery.
Yes, sir.
Now, I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, Ms. Needs?
Yes, sir.
You've indicated you're going to represent yourself or hire your own attorney. Is that what you're going to do?
I don't know. Am I gonna be sitting today?
I don't know. That's going to depend in large part on what Ms. Fambro talks about. But here's the deal.
No.
Here's the deal. Don't you think you need a lawyer to help you with this?
I mean, it ain't nothing but a battery.
Oh shit!
I know. I mean, it's up to you. You can apply later if you don't want one today.
Mm-hmm.
It's only battery. Ain't no big deal.
I think I could handle that.
I like how the judge goes along with it too. He's just like, yeah, I mean, it ain't that big of a deal because he's laughing it off apparently.
And he knows these people. Like she's like,
Right.
It's been a while. How you doing there, sexy? Big some bitch.
Domestic 20, domestic ag 19. Prior to that was 14 ag. History locally is back to 20.
See, she got a little bit of all of
Ms.
it.
Groves to you.
Who?
Who is Ms. Groves to you? Megan.
I know her. She stays in the house where I stay at, but
Can you stay away from her?
yes, sir, I can.
All right. Bond's 1,500 with no contact. Okay.
Beat up a lady in the house where she lives.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, no contact. He's like, can you get it? How do you have no contact with somebody who lives in the same house as you? Unless I doubt they're in a McMansion.
I mean, maybe she's going to use the servants' entrance to the beautiful palatial estate. Also, every one of her charges are assault. I mean, all the way back to 2014. Yeah, she's like, look, keep your hands to yourself, or you just might catch these hands.
October 20th at 8:30. Good luck,
Court
ma'am.
date tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
I might as well just go and stay in till tomorrow then.
Debbie.
Step
I
on
thought about that too, but that's up to you. That's your call.
State your name.
So 50
Ms. Taylor, you're fully court charged with trafficking in meth, 14 grams or over, and possession
Oh.
of paraphernalia. You
Ain't
understand
no-
those charges?
Yeah, ain't no big deal, Judge.
14 grams or over.
You do understand?
Yeah, the teacher, he's taking them off, like, he even told the officer when we got.
Okay, well that's a different matter. We'll cross that bridge at a later time. Okay. I just need to make sure you understand the charges against you. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the Public Defender to represent you. Any question about that? Good. Deputy, come on, sir.
Georgia, 20 shoplifting, 16 meth, 14 meth paraphernalia, same in 13 with BOPs through 16.
So he deals with a lot of meth, I guess.
Bond said at 50,000 with trafficking meth, 1,000 with paraphernalia, random UAs, court dates November 20th at 9 o'clock.
The trafficking
Good luck,
charges, that's the real
That's
serious.
right, to the,
Mhm.
Granted the state's motion for Nebbia.
51.
51,000, honey. 51,000.
Yeah, that's when shit gets real serious. You get those
Next.
trafficking charges.
Red X man.
Using's one thing, but
Yeah.
trafficking is a whole nother game.
Mr. Fairley, you're fully court on possession of meth and failure to pay fine on a driving license suspended or revoked. You understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. That true, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Criminal history, Ms. Fairley?
Georgia, 22 controlled substance with intent, meth with intent, trafficking cocaine.
Ooh.
Locally 17 FTA times 2. Habitual meth with intent, less than 20 paraphernalia, smuggling contraband. Locally it goes back to 12 with illegal use of credit cards, 3 more FTAs.
Wow. Are we going
Plenty
from
of
more than
5,000
50?
of meth with random UAs. Court dates November the 16th at 9 o'clock. You've been sentenced per capias by Judge Grammer to serve 15 days in the Bay County Jail, but you may purge out upon payment of $350. Good luck, ma'am.
Rolling one in.
Hold on. You got to pause that.
Yeah,
You got to pause that. We're rolling one in.
right. She's
And not often do we get to say this. What did she do? What do you think this old broad in this here chair did? I mean, it's very I often say, if you're in a wheelchair, don't be a criminal. You're very easy to catch, and you can only break into places that have wheelchair ramps.
Okay.
So, what do you think this very vivacious, very skinny lady, her legs are just very thin. No wonder she can't walk. You think she's in for assault?
You're not the only one. Look at you. All three. Assault. Hello, Kristen. Racketeering. I like that one, Bonsai.
That's a good charge.
I think that's a very safe bet because the last two girls were in with the meth stuff. So
You think this old lady's like, look, nobody's gonna think an old lady in wheelchairs trafficking meth.
It's the Hardy's lady. That'd be great if it was, wasn't
Oh,
it? That was dealing some weed. You and
she's selling LSD.
Yes, I like that. Arda thinks DV. I like that. Assault or drug. You can't pick both.
It's just, who is she assaulting drugs?
Oh, prostitution, Kevin. I like where you're going.
The oldest trade in the world, also with the oldest lady in the world.
All right, credit card fraud, trafficking drugs, scamming. Murder, you say? Murder.
Murder.
Stealing from a Walmart.
See there, that Nancy is probably I'm gonna go with Nancy on this.
I like that.
Armed robbery, yeah.
Hit and run, money laundering, leather
Buggery.
Also thinking prostitution. Almost always assault. Not when they're in wheelchairs, though. I'd Simon.
Well, you ain't getting me.
Drunk driving. She's a serial killer. Fraud, drunk driving. Another one on the board for prostitution.
Now that pink outfit doesn't give anything away, right?
Oh,
I don't think so. Does
yes,
it?
it does. They have different. Is this where they do the different colors?
Colors.
Mm.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking.
Bowling ball theft. Public flashing. You guys are the best exhibitionist flashing. You guys all get on the
Public urination, maybe.
Trespassing.
I'm going with the thievery, stealing from like a Walmart. Yeah,
thievery. I like that. Moida. Moida,
you say.
Moida.
State your name, ma'am.
Elizabeth Jones. Here you
go. He's trying to hold it. He's trying to hold it.
It must be a long one. He's reading through pages.
He's trying to hold it together. He's about to break.
I hope it's something good.
It's a lot.
Ms. Wilson, you're before the court for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Do you understand the charge?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
He's laughing. He's laughing. And then
I told you it was going to break. I told you my brother's going to break. Come on, man.
He's laughing.
He's like, it must have been a good read for him to read through the whole thing. It had to be excellent details.
Their outfits, Kiernoth, stop it. I gotta back that up just a couple seconds.
Assault with a deadly weapon. I wonder what it was.
I gotta see him crack up again. Hopefully we find out.
And like she says, I'm sorry.
Before the court for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Do you understand the charge?
I'm sorry. What? Sorry.
You understand what you're charged with?
Yes. Kind of. I don't know.
Read it. Read it.
They're talking. I mean, allegedly, they're talking about a knife. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want you. Don't talk about the facts of the case. Okay. I'm just saying. I just want to make sure you understand what they're talking about.
Kind of. Yes.
It's down there.
Okay.
Brain cancer.
Okay.
Judge feels like a complete asshole now for laughing. I'm pretty sure she was laughing up on the podium too, because I would have laughed just because he laughed. I would have laughed.
Yeah, it's a laughable thing. You see this very elderly lady in a wheelchair that we're accusing of pulling a blade, straight razor maybe, out of her boot.
Wilson, are you going to hire an attorney, represent yourself, or do you want a public defender?
I need a public defender.
Good call.
Okay. Well, I need you to fill out the appropriate paperwork so we can determine that you qualify, and that way I can get you one appointed as quickly as possible. Okay.
Okay.
Matt Weaver, ladies and gentlemen.
History.
Ooh,
This here domestic contempt violation of an injunction. South Carolina, you had a pointing a firearm at a person, and then a 12 grand theft locally.
Wow.
Wow. My sympathy's starting to wane.
Mine already did.
Laughing again.
Oh shit!
These two. Is this real life? Is this is like a skit, right?
I gotta stop this. I'm taking steps to stop the banging around over here. The construction crew apparently has moved right next door.
Same with Middleton at 3B today.
On the aggravated assault.
He's trying to go through everything. All you hear is hammering and stuff happening.
Oh, they're redoing the courthouse over there where Middleton is. They're redoing it, but also they had a flood last week up on the floor above him. The boiler broke and flooded everything. They came in and there was water everywhere.
We had these giant boilers in our school. That's what heated everything. Damn thing.
I can't believe he's like, my sympathy is starting to wane.
Well,
And
I
she
mean,
should-
did you hear that? I mean, grand theft, something in South Carolina would be
pulling
no,
a pew pew on somebody.
my God.
She's maybe she's playing, maybe she does. I mean, I'm
She
not
don't need to be
trying
in
to
a
say
wheelchair?
allegedly she's lying that she doesn't have the brain C word, but
For real, listen, they play off of each other. That's what makes it even better. I mean,
very good shit.
quick-witted. This is crazy. Love it.
Deadly weapon, bonds 15,000. No contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim. Court date's November the 6th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, ma'am.
Well, get
She
your
stands up.
copy.
She stands up and walks over there. Thanks,
Walks
Pop.
in. It's like Dennis. Dennis got some new wheels. I saw that on Facebook.
Gave it a wash down and everything.
Oh, she's a true OG thug. Oh, this guy's.
I love him.
No, I would never.
That was him with the Limp Bizkit quote, by the way.
Yes,
That was him, not us.
him.
It was just zero.
He would fit in. Can we get a third chair pulled up for this guy?
Oh my God.
Oh, love him.
This could go on for hours and I'd be fine.
They see me rolling.
All right, that was the Weird Al side of it, I think. That part. Didn't Weird Al do a version of that?
Oh my God.
This dude's great. He's cracking himself up. Nancy Jennings, thank you for the 5 points. Appreciate you.
This is the best. Thank you, Nancy.
Better.
It's been worse, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, come on. Today's not the worst day of your life. You lost people that matter, haven't you? Okay.
That was dark. All right, so he's saying, listen, it's not the worst day in your life. You've had to go through somebody dying in your family, right?
Yeah, this can't be the worst day of your life because from what I see here, you're missing all your teeth. So that would probably have been the worst day of my life when I lost all my teethers.
Thank you. Yes, white and nerdy. I thought there was a version.
White and nerdy. All right.
By the way, I say this all the time. I'm going to continue to say it, one of the best live shows I've ever seen in my lifetime was Weird Al in Myrtle Beach. And actually, B-Shop had to talk me into even going to it. Not that I'm not a Weird Al fan. I'm just like, that can't be a good show. It was amazing.
It's bad, but it can be worse. Ms. McCrae, you're for the court charge of possession of meth with intent to sell or deliver, possession of marijuana with intent to sell or deliver, possession of Suboxone, and possession of paraphernalia. Yes, no charges?
Yes, sir.
She said,
Did you get that from Artie?
Hey,
I know Suboxone.
I had a we'll say an acquaintance that I got to know pretty well in the pallet liquidation world. Very well dressed, very put together.
Roger.
Never success, not Roger. You would never in a million years think that this dude used to have like a really bad heroin problem. Well, you know what his new problem was? That he was almost fiending for every single day of his life and running around and buying it as if he was running around buying the H. It was the Suboxone. Couldn't get enough. I'm like,
Trading one drug for another.
As I said, but the one you can kind of get more readily, and not from the street, but he needed so much of it that he had to look. The girls
going broke. Not us.
But seriously, that really threw me through a loop when I had found that out about it. I was always wondering because he had moved in to the condo that I had in Myrtle Beach, and he had moved in, so I got to know him a little bit more than just kind of in passing. It's just craziness.
We talked it over a lovely Suboxone.
Yes. I said, can I try some of that?
If it's that good, can I get a taste?
Please. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork, advised of your rights. Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Barbara.
Deb, are you calling history? Well, that's honest. I like that.
Thank you.
No, I've had many people say no.
But in her defense, she hasn't done it since 14.
Okay.
That's
All right.
similar charges.
Bless her heart, baby.
All right, Ms. McCrae. On
Thank
the
you,
possession
Barbara.
of meth with intent, bonds 10,000. Possession of marijuana with intent is 5,000. Suboxone is 2,500. Paraphernalia is 1,000.
Wait, is that a prescription thing, the Suboxone, right?
It's got to be, right?
Because, I mean, they have clinics where you go and get the Suboxone.
I mean, they don't give away for free, though. It's got to be given to you by a physician.
I thought, at least.
By the way, I'm going to say this. The ladies, all the women's on the monetary monorail today, not only in our hearts and here in the courtroom, but over here on the beautiful monetary monorail. Thank you, ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
UAs is directed by the court. Court date's going to be November the 27th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, man.
Hi, Melissa.
Melissa.
Next.
Your mom just paid $2 to have us say hi.
State your name.
I bet I can get these guys to say hi to you.
Marguerite before the court charged with escape and petty theft. You understand those charges?
Petty theft.
Sir?
Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. Any question about that?
No.
Yeah, criminal history
Goes back to 18.
Bond set at 10,000 on the escape, 1,500 on the petty theft. Court date's going to be November the 20th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Step to your right to the T.
I thought so. Pseudo, thank you.
State your name.
It.
Holly Moon.
This Moon, you're fully court charged with failing to appear for what was originally a felony domestic violence battery. You understand that, ma'am?
I said, ma'am. So
I was there, sir. I was just in another courtroom.
got the voice of a 11-year-old boy, but it's ma'am Wedlow. Thank you for the 5 balls.
I like that she's like, well, I was there. Allegedly, I might have done something, but I was there. Let's confirm I was there.
Yeah. No, loud. That's the whole thing. Is we're getting you off of the bad stuff, and now you're on this stuff that is prescribed to you. I guess they just wean it. I guess they wean you off of it, but it's the craziness.
There should be a universal drug where we all get up in the morning, we stick ourselves in the ass, we feel great all day.
Is that okay? All right.
And then we're like,
I'm
hey,
okay with that.
All the other ones, we get rid of everything else. And then, my God, you imagine the court system, how much money we would save?
Chris, did it help you? I mean, did you wean off of it? I mean, I listen, I'm all for it. I get it, but I'm just saying from what you're
not supposed to take it forever.
No,
like your buddy was doing.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing, is that, like, I'm not going back doing heroin, whatever it was that he was doing. He's like, no, I'm gonna continue on this one because little bit.
I can't go to jail for it, but if you're buying it illegally, I'm pretty sure you can still go to jail.
Right. Anyways, I wish you luck on that, Chris. Listen,
yeah, man, you got this.
There's a lot of people in here that have fought lots of demons and have won and are still there, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And if you ever need some help, reach out. We'd love to fight demons.
Oh, Suboxone. That's what we're talking about?
You probably don't like Suboxone, though, because it's getting them kind of a little more.
Suboxone, methadone. Suboxone's like methadone's lesser-known cousin.
Yes.
He's there to help you out through the cravings, but then he's going to get you working. He's going to get you back with your demon. Just a different demon, way more legal.
Hey, Jackson. Okay, listen. If you're like, that's good.
See, that's how it's supposed to work, Jack's mom. Unfortunately, some of these people don't have the fortitude that you do. By the way, quick announcement.
Yes, Satan. Go ahead.
I will be on all day Halloween
Oh,
October 31st.
wow.
Credence and Satan show. Make sure you're there for all the live, incredible broadcasts.
Mikey, thank you for the tubo.
Thank you, Satan.
We were there about 2.5 hours after Judge Stevenson had finished court, and you were upstairs on the 3rd floor instead of being in Judge Stevenson's courtroom. But yes, you did make it easy for the Bay County Sheriff's Office to find you.
So I was at court. I was there for 3 hours. I was sitting in the courtroom.
Okay.
Nobody saw her. Well, Miss Moon,
We got a Satan.
maybe it was an eclipse.
Eclipse.
Based on your application, I find that you do qualify for the service of the Public Defender's Office. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender to represent you. Judge Stevenson, in his infinite wisdom, is where you held without bond. Your court date is November the 8th at 8:30. Good luck, ma'am.
Step to your right to the T. Next.
Jay, come on in. You're
Ready,
next.
sir? State your name.
Various, right?
Good to see you, Jay.
Mr. Wright, you're for the court charge of driving under the influence. You understand that charge, sir?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork advised of your rights. Is that true?
Say that again?
Advised of your rights today?
No. I haven't.
Today? That woman to your left did not tell you when she handed you paperwork. Oh.
Remember when I said, do you understand? Oh, yeah, he told me. Yes, he
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you delegating again, Miss Fambra? Miss Fambra is delegating authority.
And it says
All right, Mr. Wright,
authority.
you've been advised of your rights. You've got a copy of your paperwork in your hands. Based on your application, you make too much money to qualify for the Public Defender's Office. The law
Whoa.
recognizes your financial situation may change, in which case
Baller.
you can reapply later. You also have the option of hiring your own attorney or represent yourself. Ms. Fambro?
I don't have a occupation. Is that what you're talking about?
You listed assets. You listed equity in a motor vehicle.
I don't have any. Sir?
That's a problem.
I messed up my paperwork,
I
sir.
have cars.
Equity in it. Yeah, that's an asset. So that goes against what you're worth.
Okay.
Deputy Criminal History, Mr. Wright.
Domestic 21, disorderly 18, less than 20 paraphernalia, fleeing and elude 17. That's it.
All right, Mr. Wright. Bonds 1,500. Court date's October the 20th at 8:30. No alcohol while you're on release. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Jeez.
One thing, though, sir.
Yes, sir.
She listed charges, but I don't have a record.
What?
Okay, let's be clear.
All those charges were dismissed.
But
Okay,
you're arrested.
My arrest.
That's what confuses people. I get it. Yeah, it's not what you got tagged with. It's what you got charged with initially.
Okay.
Sign where that green light is.
All right. Thank you.
So I guess we learned not to write down that you
That you
own
got
a car.
equity in a car.
I guess that means that you own it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Part or you own the majority of it. That's interesting. I thought that it would take a little bit more than that.
Messed up.
I mean,
He messed up.
we're talking about lawyer money here. It's not cheap, no matter what.
Yeah, well, basically he has to sell his car
Right.
so he can get an attorney now.
Basically, what it comes down to. Kelly, thank you for the late fee. Good to see you.
Red X. Not you. You just go ahead and sign. State your name, sir.
George Brito.
Mr. Brito, you're fully court charged with false report to a law enforcement officer. Do you understand the charge?
No contest.
Hello, D. He's
No,
he's
do you
pleading.
understand
He's
what
not
the
here
charge
for that.
Like,
We're not-
understand what the charge
Okay.
is.
I got you.
Yeah.
We'll take care of that tomorrow.
No contest.
Yeah, that's when we have court.
Hey, listen. Usually, you got to ask them how do you plead, and people are like, "Yeah."
This
you need
guy
to
was
ask.
ready. He was on it.
He was. Hello, Mary.
Murray.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork advised of your rights. Based on your application, finds you do qualify. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you, so you have an attorney now. Deputy Criminal History, Mr. Brito.
Without.
21, domestic and criminal mischief, Alabama 17, marijuana and paraphernalia.
Yeah, he's fine. No big deal. You're fine, Mr. Burrito.
Court date's October 20th at 8:30. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. When the light comes on, sign. Next. Red X.
Morning.
Hello. State your name.
Warren Martin.
Mr. Martin, you're fully court charged false ID to a law enforcement officer. Do you understand that charge?
Absolutely, sir.
All right, these are additional charges. You've already got a public defender on your other case, I believe. Is that right?
All right, thank you. Should have, sir.
Yeah, I believe you do. I believe I appointed one. So you're going to have a public defender on this case as well. I'm going to put a monetary bond of $1,000 on you so that you get credit for the time you spend in jail on this case also. Your court date's tomorrow, October 20th at 8:30. Good luck, sir.
For these charges here, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, step on the T. When the green light comes on, sign.
Smile
Next.
laughing again. I get because it was such a shit charge.
We
You
do
think
misdemeanors 3 times a week.
Really,
Monday,
guys?
Wednesday, Friday.
Thank you.
Next.
Thank you. Tonight, change to accept.
She has all the answers. She has all the answers.
Red X. Step on the X. State your name, sir.
Troy Miles.
Mr. Miles, you're fully court charged dealing in stolen property and grand theft of an automobile. Do you understand the charges?
Sir?
Do you understand the charges?
It's big ones.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if I do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now.
he must not own a car.
Deputy Commissioner.
Beverly, thank you for 2
Contain
polls.
shoplifting, resisting merchant, and just a battery in 12.
How about the place that would put the monetary value on each night that you spent in jail that it was worth, whatever X amount of dollars off of your? That was insane to me.
That was in Amarillo.
That was just crazy. What's she doing? Going out for a smoke break? Is she leaving us? She's got her jacket and
Who would be?
Change of shift.
The guy that owned the truck, I guess. The guy that owned the truck, or maybe the guy that bought the truck. Okay, well, all right. Well, then his estate.
that's the truth,
His
Les.
estate, was he die between now and then?
It would be the estate. Whoever lawfully got his property after the hurricane, after he died,
Oh,
would be the people that was wrong.
yeah, D, and he's laughing at them, making jokes. That
Yeah.
dude's awesome.
Just because they're dead doesn't mean you can take stuff. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Does he listen to the show?
Yeah, allegedly.
Is he here in the chat?
Well, bond's $5,000 on the dealing,
Marlo!
$2,500 on the grand theft of an automobile. Court date's November the 6th at 9:00. No contact with the Caraway family. Good luck, sir.
Step
Caraway.
to the T.
Caraway family.
The green light
they own
comes
seeds,
on,
I think.
sign.
Yeah, they have a stock in all that seed.
Red X. State your name, sir.
Seed fortune.
Oh, this way, bud. I've never seen that.
Full court charge of trafficking cocaine,
Oh,
28 grams, 200 grams, and
Whoa.
possession of paraphernalia. You understand those charges?
did he just say between 28 grams and 200 grams?
That is quite the distance, I believe. But I guess if you're doing it with the cocaine, you're dealing in large amounts.
Cocaine down to the ground. Cocaine.
Kristen
Hey.
You
And-
understand what you're charged with?
and meth court.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Got a copy of your paperwork where you're advised of your rights.
All right. You've indicated you're going to hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
I really did. I would like to have an attorney, yes, sir.
PD?
You say he wants to hire an attorney, yes.
He
sir.
said he found it on the beach, was
Good
just
job.
wrapped up in
He
tape.
talks low. All right.
Talk like a man, son.
Alabama 17 and 19, paraphernalia and marijuana. That's it.
Funds $250,000 on the trafficking cocaine, $1,000 on the paraphernalia. I'm granting the state's Nevia motion, which means that you're going to have to provide proof that any funds utilized to assure appearance come from a reliable legal source.
Oh.
It's going to be November the 16th at 9:00 with random UAs.
All right, so that's it. All right, so 250K, which makes sense because it's a big deal. Nebula, I believe he just said he called it. That makes sense. So when you're involved with something like this, they're making sure that it ain't cartel money that's getting you out of jail or that you're using and stuff like that. That's interesting.
that
I mean,
they
that's
are.
a bitch to have to prove. I mean, if you don't have,
it's just slowing down the process of you getting out too.
that's true. Yeah. No kidding. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, how about that? He's got only 2 charges on his record, paraphernalia and a little weed. And now you're in for this.
Means he's been a very successful mule over his
That's a good point.
over his time.
I'm sure the money's fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure. Look at that facial hair.
Step to your right to the T.
Yeah,
When the
that's
light
yeah.
comes on, son. Red XF, state your name.
Paul Hatfield.
Mr. Hatfield, for the court.
You're way in the future, Tammy. It's about 1:40 in the afternoon.
Oh, Joe. Oh, I love them waffles.
You guys do make very good waffles. I'll give you
Possession of meth, possession of paraphernalia. You understand the charges?
Sir, I couldn't hear you.
Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Based on your application, if I find you do qualify, I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now. Any question about that?
Yes, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
Got him on bond from the 7th for domestic. Got a petty theft in August, and everything else was back in 2010.
Got a case number for me, ma'am?
23 52 51 MO.
Awkward silence.
Very awkward silence.
Don't forget Florida Friday today on We Gotta Chase 405 East. And then 5:30, members only for the main channel.
All right, Mr. Hatfield, on the meth, mine's 5,000. Paraphernalia is 1,000. Random UAs. Court date's November 16th at 9 o'clock. I'm revoking and releasing 23 52 51. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the
Revoking the
end.
release.
Sir, Mr. Garland was unable to make it today.
What happened?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
Saw that Judge Dyer had, on the previous charge that was similar, had released him on a $2,500 bond with Release the Baker Act.
Right.
So that when we release him the Baker Act, he picks up the new charge of battery on a security officer at Bay Medical Center.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to put a $2,500 bond on this new charge or release, and I'm not going to violate the previous condition because, come on.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So his court date's going to be November 16th at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
That was the dude that didn't show up,
Couldn't
right?
make it. Yeah, he couldn't make it.
Okay. All right. I like. I
Mr.
did
Johnson,
that.
you fully court trafficking methamphetamine 14 grams or over. You understand this charge?
Not really.
Not really. Is it really a good idea for the late works there to wear a sweater with stripes?
I just kind of blends in just a little bit.
I mean, is it really a good idea if you work in prison to show up to work wearing stripes?
Why are you guys being so nice today? I say all of you about we make you laugh every day. That we're not used to this, but I mean, it has been a very good week, so I'm happy. You know,
It has been very nice, and we appreciate you guys being.
No, we do. We're just not used to it. We get awkward. Are you sure?
And the
Thank
charge, what they charged you with.
No, because I've never had this charge. I don't know what it is. I really don't understand it. So I don't.
Okay. Well, let's see. It says
Kathy, if you scroll way back, there's lots of dental talk today. If you want to get into
Golly,
that.
I'll make my mouth hurt.
Right?
Ooh.
Are you
Hope you feel
drooling?
better.
Did you get knocked out?
Hope it was one you didn't need.
Did I ever tell you? Sorry, it's completely off topic, but I think that I've told you about this. But when I used to record a lot of commercials, I worked radio in Myrtle Beach.
The dentist guy to
The
come in.
dentist
And
guy
record, yeah.
came in, was one of the most. He was an awkward older dude. You got really strange vibes. And then when he started talking about the fact that he was, and this is way, way, way back before you guys really started hearing about sedation dentistry. He had to have been one of the first in the country, or first, amount of people that were doing sedation dentistry. And so he would come in and he would explain himself in these commercials and stuff, but he was just so weird. He would stand there because we're in these little production rooms. I mean, listen, the areas that you do your show in or do the the live radio, they're small enough. When you're working on just a production room, they're like tiny. he would stand and he'd like put his elbow up next to me while he's using the microphone, or he'd just kind of like put his hand over here while he's talking. It was so weird.
He walk in the room, Creed feels awkward, he feels awkward. Then they start recording. It's like, hello, I'm Dr. Anderson, and I do sedation dentistry. I know what you're saying. What is sedation dentistry? Well, that's where I put you to sleep. But you've got my solemn promise that while you're asleep, I will not inappropriately touch you
right, yes.
or take pictures of your genitalia.
Yeah, nothing will happen like that. Nothing. Thank you. Leeches, mooks, better. Thanks. We're feeling better now.
Feeling much better now.
Allegedly, that you did commit the offense of
Thank you, Jeff.
having over 28 grams of methamphetamine in your possession.
Well, I didn't see none of that.
You didn't see none of what?
You know, I got pulled over for a stolen vehicle, sir. And then they charged me with possession of it. I ain't even charged for the stolen vehicle. So that don't even make
That's
sense.
weird because the girl that was with you said that you were going to take responsibility for all of it.
Well, I don't know if I have to, but technically, in all reality, I didn't do none of this. They charged me some liquid they found in a bong and a trunk.
So you do know what we're talking about?
No, because they talk about 14
Well, if you
grand.
don't know what we're talking about, you can't say that you didn't do it.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ellie
Do you
tried.
understand the charge or not?
I guess, yeah. You're going to force me to understand. So, yeah,
Is he trying to say that the stolen car that he was in had drugs in it and it was
Man, what bad luck is that? That's like,
right.
you know, you steal a car to go joyriding in, and next thing you know, they find out it's got like 20 kilos of uncut heroin in the back of it. And next thing you know, the tires are full of oxycodons.
I like how he says they didn't even charge you for the stolen car.
Yeah, they're hitting me with all this other shit that's got way more serious implications.
I can't. Look, I don't have the time or the crayons to make you understand. I'm just asking questions.
The crayons. That's kind of cutting pretty deep there with the crayons. I like that.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you big dummy.
Right.
I got time.
100%. You slow adult son, is you?
Okay. Well, Mr. Johnson, based on your application, I find that you do qualify for the service of the public defender's office. I'm going to go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you. So you have an attorney now.
Okay.
Deputy, criminal history.
Side of Georgia also 19 controlled substance paraphernalia VOPs through 23. 16 false ID, DWLSR, a couple more VOPs. Goes back to 14. Well, actually before 14, because there's some parole violations in 14.
Bonds 150,000 on the trafficking, 1,000 on paraphernalia. Court dates November 20th at 9 o'clock with random UAs. Granted the Nebia.
150
right to the team.
No one. I would rather have the car charged too.
Right.
State your name, sir.
Seriously, would that be easier to say the damn car was stolen? I stole the car. I had no idea that any of it is there. I don't know how you could prove that, but I think that if you just got charged with like Grand Theft Auto, it'd be better than that, right?
Oh my goodness. Oof. That's not good.
That's an interesting one.
Not good. Not good.
1,000 will get you. Crawford, you're fully court on failure to appear for a burglary of structure or conveyance. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Judge Registrar has requested the honor of your presence. We're going to hold you for him. Court date's going to be November 13th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right behind him.
Well, that was easy.
Next.
Sit behind the dummy.
Sit behind the slow adult. He's a gummer.
Mr. Jackson, you're fully court ordered violation of probation for felon in possession of a weapon in front of Judge Registrar. You understand that?
Sorry, sir, I didn't hear that.
You understand what you're charged with?
Yes, I did, sir.
Judge Registrar's order to be held without bond. Your court date's going to be November 15th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, sir. Have a blessed
Hold on. John,
Hold on.
Hold
sign
up.
right there.
Wait a minute.
Crawford.
Something ain't right.
Next.
They frown on felons with pew-pews. I mean, I'm just saying. They don't look kindly on it.
Coleman, you fully court on violation of probation for fleeing, eluding, possession of meth, possession of controlled substance. You understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
You've been ordered held without bond. Your court date is November 16th at 9 o'clock.
Is there any way I can get a bond? I have an elderly dad.
Yeah, don't violate your probation.
Sir?
Don't violate your probation.
Good tip. Good tip.
Next.
Got a line because he's working them so fast.
State your name, sir.
Yeah, some of them you're absolutely right. And some of them you just know it's so.
And that's
easy.
all they're going to do for the rest of their life till
Yeah.
they're either in for life or underneath the ground.
Hey, we've heard people talk about that they feel more comfortable in prison than they do out, and they just rather be there. Absolutely crazy.
Report on an in-state warrant is a felony littering charge out of Walton County, Florida.
Felony littering charge? What do you got to do for a felony littering charge?
I gotta look that up. Felony littering.
How much you got it? My God! Thank God that I can you imagine?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Felony littering.
You understand that, sir? Judge Wells has requested the honor of your presence. We want to praise you for Judge Wells. Ask the Bay County Sheriff's Office to get you back over to the Geniac as quickly as possible. Return date's going to be. I'm looking at November 2nd. Is that right?
Loitering? Do you think he said loitering? Maybe, and we thought littering.
I don't know, but I'm having a hard time finding it because it's always saying it's a misdemeanor.
I bet you it was. I bet you right.
Okay. No, there is felony littering. All right. So the regular littering, like we think about, that's the misdemeanor.
Right.
Littering that involves infectious waste or pathical waste is a felony punishable by imprisonment of 2 years in prison and a $5,000 fine.
So hazardous things that shouldn't be just, I guess, trashing.
Yeah.
I'd love to know the story behind that. That's the first one we've ever seen. That's interesting. Well, now we know. See, it's an educational channel, damn it.
Well,
November 3rd. Put it on a Friday.
He doesn't usually like to speak to people he's already talked to.
Sir Judge.
Sir Judge.
Can I ask a question, please?
Please.
Well, I never got to explain anything, and they said that because I was in Ohio.
Why didn't talk to your lawyer?
Damn.
Well,
Floyd?
I feel like I should at least have a bond because I wasn't trying to miss my court date or anything. I mean, I even went to my arraignment. I went to my first court date. I'm not going to run or anything. I feel like I could at least be my mom's out here. I had to go to Ohio and bring my mom back. She has nobody. Like they need me out. Like I'll come to court.
What number?
He says his mom had an old body.
I swear I'll come.
No,
to
not
court.
21. What's your name? Crawford, number 19.
Well, the judge's going to take a second to look, though. I'll give him credit on that.
I like that Floyd come in and yelled, "Talk to your lawyer."
So you failed to appear for a pretrial conference in front of Judge Register.
Yes, sir, because I was in Ohio. I even
In
called
August.
my bondsman.
In August.
I called my bondsman. Yes, sir. I called my bondsman. I called my attorney. I let them all know what was going on. And the only reason I haven't turned myself in yet is because I just had a baby girl born 3 weeks ago. I was waiting
So it
for her
was
to be born.
inconvenient. Yeah, it was inconvenient for you. I get it.
No, I was in
You had
Ohio
more
at the
court
time.
things to do than be in court. Yeah, I get it.
No, sir. I was in Ohio when my car
Right.
broke down when my court date was. I was in
Okay,
Ohio.
yeah.
I asked everybody if I could go to. Could I at least have a bond?
Oh, because that's it. We'll never find out. I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
He doesn't. He just says no, and that's
And I'm
it.
pretty sure we didn't quite hear the right thing about his mom. I don't think that he just carries around her head in a bowling ball bag, but you never know.
I like that that he was like, "So what you're saying is it was inconvenient."
No, it's not what I'm saying. Well, it kind of sounded that way.
And then he comes back with the hard no. Hard no, son.
Wow. All right. That was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. That's a good way to start the day. Florida Friday style. With that, I could sit there for hours watching him.
Good, because I've got a bunch of recordings over here, so I'm going to be watching it for hours.
Love it. All right. Hey, it's the Friday Express, or hey, it's Friday Express. Hey, the Friday. Tiny Piggy, thank you. Nancy, the girls, Bar, Barra, Hannah, Sweet Tea, and Sweet M. Wendell, Maki, Kelly, and Beverly, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Thank you for the monies, the likes, the comments, and even a couple of compliments today.
I can't believe it. For too long, we'll start thinking people actually enjoy being here. So it's exceptional. We appreciate it. You guys make sure to keep an eye out. We got new videos debuting all day. Sovereign Citizen, who is also a king, comes into court with Judge Manning, as well as another weird case. I don't even want to talk about it. Just watch it. Keep it premieres at 3 o'clock today and at 5:05. We'll see you back soon. Stay safe, stay hard, stay out of the dentist office, because that really makes my mouth feel weird.
Why does Leather and Lashes hate me so much now that she has a boyfriend?
Well, you reject her. That's what happens. So what happens. But I'm glad she's got a boyfriend. And it's not who's handsome, right? Just making sure. Remember that. We all forget the Vegas trip, don't we? I don't. Top guys are out of here before we get in trouble.
Starting again. All right. Thought you took the fact that I wanted to watch this for hours literally. No, I'm done.
No. Guys in the truck, can we move those, the opener and closer away from each other so they're not so close together? Much appreciated.